so I have tried becoming a sound designer for a day. I'm participating in a game developers challenge, where we have to make a game without any communication, but this time there is a unique twist. I can only work on these sound effects, without doing any development work whatsoever. And the thing that makes it even more challenging is that there's still no gameplay available, and the developer before me only made some music, so yeah, we basically have to come up with a game idea through sound. So this should be interesting. Let's see what kind of music the composer came up with. Whoa. Yes, so this definitely should be a mafia game. Or maybe poker? Maybe even combination of both. Before starting my work, I came up with a list of potential sound effects that could be included in mafia-themed games. To make it more interesting, I decided to record all of the sound effects myself. And so, the first thing that I did was get outside to my local park to try and capture some of the sound effects, such as footsteps, whooshes, impacts, On my way back home, I grabbed some sticks and rocks, so that I could make some more interesting sound effects later on. Then I moved on to capturing different sounds by using a variety of household objects that I could find in my home. I had to be quite creative here and try and search for different objects to use for some of the specific sound effects. For gunshots and reloading, I used a couple of Nerf guns that I had laying around. One of those was a pistol, and the other one a semi-auto rifle. For different impacts, I was using scissors, rocks, bashed some pillows together, and broke some sticks for bone-breaking sound effect. Of course, I needed to make some crunchy blood sound effects as well, for which I used a bottle that's filled with water and my mouth. I also figured that a mafia game could potentially need some money sounds, so I just used the paper for that. And then, of course, a briefcase or a suitcase that holds the money. I thought that it would be really fun if the game had some voiceovers, and for that I just ended up on making some mumbling sound effects to convey the emotions of in-game characters.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. Huh. 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 Huh.
Yeah, I kind of think I went overboard with some of the sound effects, but yeah, doesn't matter, it will be only funnier that way. And finally, I recorded some additional sounds that could be used for falling bullets and even reverb effects. Once I had everything recorded, it was finally time to use my app of choice, which is Audacity, to create game-ready sound effects by mixing all the sounds that I captured earlier. For more complex sound effects, such as gunshots, I tried to combine multiple sound layers to get a more realistic and punchier feeling. First off, I took the Nerf pistol shooting sound, adjusted the pitch slightly, and added quite a large reverb, which made the sound go from this to this. Then it felt that the gunshot kinda lacked some extra punch, and for that I took a sound effect from punching a pillow, which made the sound feel way more powerful already. Finally, I added a few of the metallic sounds that I recorded, played around a bit more with the reverb until I got this final result. It sounds kinda decent, I guess. And they kinda went with this workflow for almost all of these sound effects, especially the ones that required multiple sound layering. Here's how the knife stab sound effect turned out after I combined the scissors with blood splat and the punching pillow sound. I ended up making like 104 sound effects, which is including all the different variations, but I kinda wanted to make as many as possible, just so that the next developer who is actually going to develop the game would have some extra possibilities when playing around with sound effects. Yeah, and I'm not going to play all of the sound effects in this video because it's going to take quite a bit of time to show all of them, but here are some of the examples of what I made. Gunshots, reloading, impacts, knife stabs, blood splat, grunts, talking mumbles,
Ah, hey. Huh? Huh? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Huh? Huh? Huh?
suitcase, and footsteps. So yeah, this experiment was actually way more fun than I expected it to be. Because this was the first time ever that I have tried to record so many different sounds all by myself. It was really interesting seeing like what I can achieve by just simply using some of my household objects. And I'm probably going to continue doing this for my future games as well, especially if I can't find the sound effect that I am looking for online. And another thing, I kinda figured that, well, your mouth is actually quite a powerful sound making tool, so yeah, you can make a ton of sound effects with it. For example, out of all of the sounds that I made, I think I used my mouth for like almost half of those. You can use your mouth to make whooshes, blood splats, mumbling, or basically anything. You kinda just need to do some stupid stuff near the mic and see how it sounds like.
Huh?
If you'd like to see more videos like this, where I just basically experiment with different game development workflows or just try out something new, please let me know in the comments down below. I think I'd love to make like a couple additional videos like these because it's just so much fun. And if you're curious how the whole challenge went through and what kind of game we made together, make sure to watch the full video on BlackthornProd's YouTube channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. So this should be interesting. Let's see what kind of music the composer came up with.